Greetings, beautiful people. Sorry for the delay. There was a broadcast failure and a little bit of a technical reboot, and here we are. So today is about shaking, tapping, and cupping to wake up our energy and to freshen everything up. So let's get right to it. I invite you to come to standing if you want to for this one, or you can of course do any of this seated. And remember, you can always do any or all of it lying down and visualizing, following along and making your visualization relaxed but very clear that you're doing the whole thing while you're very, very still. If you haven't ever tried it, try it sometime. It is mind-blowing and it really works. So standing up, but we also want to make sure our bodies are moving too. So here we are, finding our vertical alignment, planting your feet and feeling your feet. Really get a sense of your feet and the ground below them. Get a sense of the sky above you and let your spine reach up, including the roof of the mouth and the top of the head. Let the shoulders relax. Let's just circle them gently, gently. It doesn't have to be a big movement to be a freeing movement. Think of freedom rather than end result, than shape. Well, freedom is a result. Freedom is a journey, but we don't want to worry about how big the movement is. Okay, so we've got our vertical alignment. The breath, we want to be aware of our breath, and the breath will open up as we do the shaking too. Take a nice breath in and let it out. And maybe you want to do that again. Inhale. Ooh, let it out. And shaking through the hands and the fingers, the elbows. It can be a very minute shaking. It can be a little bit bigger. It can be huge and wild. Make it your shaking, the right shaking for right now for you. Include all of you, all of yourself, your whole self. Can you shake your feet, your toes, your ankles? Can you shake your knees, your hips? You can even go side to side. You can go up and down, bouncing, wiggling. Let your head be relaxed so that your neck gets a sense of freedom, even if that's a tiny movement. I know a lot of people have neck issues and we don't want to hurt our necks or bother them any further, but to have a sense of freedom is beautiful. So here, make sound if you want to make sound. Take the hands up, lift and drop the heels, a little bit of bouncing on the spot, jumping without jumping. You can even jog a little bit on the spot. Whatever feels good to you. Just get all those stuck places unstuck. And use any sound that feels good to you, because that sound is a big cleansing breath. Letting this come down to a gentle finish. It's nice to come into some swinging, twisting the belly button, gently rotating, letting the arms follow. Pick up that back heel if you like. Let the head and the neck be free. You can also do the swinging with the head gently looking forward without getting locked. And let everything come down to a finish. Let's take a stretch before our tapping. It's very nice to take the arms overhead and interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up and press into the sky as you press your feet into the earth. Keep elongating in both directions, and maybe a little side bend that's more of a reach than a full side bend. Inhale up, and a nice reach out, lengthening the sides of the body, lowering the hands, and let's do bending the knees, rounding the back, shoulders, hands come forward, and inhale, elbows back, nice quiet arch. Let's do that one more time, supple up the spine. And get nice and relaxed and align yourself on your vertical alignment. We'll start by tapping over the chest with loose wrists. Imagine your thymus gland and your lungs and your heart all getting a beautiful ultrasound vibration. Breathe into your lungs, smile into your body. And then tapping back and forth over one side of the chest. And we're going to give ourselves a pat on the back and stretch out the bottom arm and lovingly cup all the way down the outside of the arm. Back of the hand, clapping, matching the hands, get a nice bright sound. And then coming up the inside of the arm. And when you get to the armpit, you want to make some space so that you can get in here. You can drape your top hand over your head. Let the breath flow. And take a little pause. Notice if anything is fresh or new or different in you. And let's do the other side. Vertical alignment, smiling, appreciating your body. And then we're going to cut back and forth over the lungs. Great way to keep the lungs happy and healthy. And today we're coming up over the shoulder. Give yourself a pat on the back. And come down the outside of the arm with a cupped hand. Imagine you're pulling dust bunnies out from deep inside, bringing them to the surface where they can leave with ease. Clapping, and then cupping up the inside of that arm and get into the armpit. So make some space so that you can get in there. And then see how that feels. Check out your new wings. See how that goes for you. And now let's tap up the throat. Imagine your neck getting nice and long. Come up the sides and tap the ears with index finger behind and middle finger in front, and then the back of the neck. Tap up into the base of the skull because we often sag here, so you want to get that little bit of extra lift that is so nice. Let's come up over the head, sides of the head, top of the head. Cup all over the scalp and the skull. Smile. Lightly over the forehead. Temples. Glasses might come off for the next one. And now very delicately tapping around the eye sockets. From the outer corners underneath, up the bridge of the nose, out over the eyebrow bones, letting those beautiful eyes of yours relax. And then briefly cupping the eyes with your palms and letting them feel that protection. Let your eyes relax. So much computer work, lighting. It's nice to give the eyes a rest. And now imagine the palms are magnets. They're going to pull any icky, sticky stuff off, pull them away, and then just shake it out, release it, release it, release it. And let's tap the jaw, chewing muscles. You can make faces here, it's fun. Wah, stretching the tongue. Wah. Moving the jaw. Wah. Tap one hand between the chin and the lower lip. You can go back and forth, little curve, and then the other hand will tap above the upper lip. And we have two special breathing points in the little hollows to the outside of each nostril. You can find those with a finger. You can tap here, you can hold, you can do a circular massage. And see if this has a nice effect on your breath. You might find it opens things up for you. And then we're going to finish by fluffing up under the cheeks. You got a little facial today. Always nice to bring up the energy in the face. There we go. Let's shake that off, shake that off. If you took your glasses off like me, you can put them back on. And now the chest, a little bit more lung love. You can make some sound to deepen the breath and the cleansing and the vibration. And coming over the chest and the breasts. And then coming all over the abdomen, smiling into all of your internal organs. Let's come around the back of the waist and cup the kidney area. Give these some sound too. Any sound you like. And let's come down the buttocks and the hips. You can shimmy here. Come down the outsides of the legs. As far as you can reach comfortably, visualize the rest. Coming down behind the ankles, over the tops of the feet, the arches, the inner ankles, and make your way up the insides of the legs, coming into the perineum and the tops of the inner thighs, into the groins. Get a little bit slower, a little bit lighter. And then fold your hands and let them rest somewhere comfortable on your low belly. Find your vertical alignment. Notice any sensations, maybe tingling. Notice what awareness is new for you. And feel the breath flowing into you, swelling your abdomen. And on the exhale, the abdomen relaxing. And slide the hands around, and in the same way we're going to cup our lower back or our kidney area. You can come up as high as the ribs or down by the sacrum. Mostly it's comfort for your shoulders, and then the visualization goes into the kidneys. And imagine that you're breathing into your kidneys, that they're filling like two beautiful balloons, filling with energy, and exhaling, they're gently releasing anything old. And inhale, your kidneys are getting a recharge. You can include your adrenals in this. We're recharging our own batteries. And let's bring the hands back around in front. And one stretch, full body. Bend the knees and cup a ball of energy and offer it to the earth. On the inhalation, expand, the legs straighten, the arms reach out to the sides. On the exhalation, the knees bend, elbows soften, palms are up. Inhale, reach up to the sky, really stretch. Exhale, interlace the fingers. And inhale, take that big long stretch one more time. Bend the knees. Inhale. And on an exhale, burst and paint a giant sphere of light all the way around yourself. And finish by swishing and settling the energy into the earth. Feel your energy drawing down and getting grounded. And one more time, we finish by folding the hands over the low belly. Feel your connection to the sky above through your posture, the earth below through your feet. Smile into the magnificence that is you and also the magic that's waiting for you today. And breathe. And this brings today's little session of Movement Medicine Morsels to an end. A little bit of shaking, tapping, cupping to revive our energy and get the stagnation out. I hope you feel better. I certainly do. And we'll see you next time at Movement Medicine Morsels. Have a beautiful day. Whatever you're going to do next, have a fabulous time. See you next time.